Look around. The headlines are grim. Side-by-sides dominate the conversation. Electric dirt bikes are the new tech darlings. Dealer floors are shrinking their ATV sections. And the generation that fueled the ATV's golden age is quietly walking away. It's enough to make any enthusiast ask the terrifying question: is this the end? Are we witnessing the final chapter of the all-terrain vehicle as we know it? Let's be blunt. The ATV, in its traditional form as the dominant, mainstream off-road machine, is not just dying. That phase is largely over. The king is already dead. The question for 2026 and beyond isn't about death, but about transformation. What will survive won't be the ATV we grew up with, but a radically refined, niche version of it. To understand the future, we have to diagnose the 4 terminal illnesses killing the mainstream ATV market and identify the single, narrow path to its survival. Illness number 1, the irrelevance of the solo rider. The fundamental social shift is complete. Recreation has become a group and family activity. The core weakness of the ATV is its single saddle. For the same money, a side-by-side offers a social experience, perceived safety, and cargo utility that an ATV cannot match. Manufacturers followed the money, pouring all their R&D and marketing into multi-passenger vehicles. The ATV has been relegated to a footnote in the side-by-side catalog. In 2026, this won't change. It will solidify. The ATV will no longer be considered a primary family recreational vehicle. That role has been permanently ceded. Illness number 2, the demographic cliff and the broken feeder system. The primary buyer for the last 20 years, the baby boomer and Gen X rider with disposable income and land, is aging out. They are selling, not buying. Beneath them is a demographic canyon. Millennials and Gen Z are saddled with debt, priced out of rural property, and were never initiated into the culture of gasoline-powered mechanical tinkering. There is no economic or cultural pipeline to create a new generation of high-volume ATV buyers. The market isn't cycling, it's contracting in a one-way spiral. By 2026, the pool of traditional new buyer prospects will be a fraction of what it was a decade ago. Illness number 3, the stagnation trap. When is the last time a new ATV truly took your breath away with innovation? The sports segment has been frozen for 15 years. The utility segment receives incremental updates, a new display, a slight bump in power, but no paradigm shifts. Contrast this with the breakneck evolution in side-by-sides, turbocharging, multi-link suspensions, smart differentials, fully enclosed cabs. The ATV has become a compliance product, kept alive to meet fleet sales and regulatory requirements, but starved of the passionate engineering that drives a market forward. In 2026, expect even less investment, leading to even more stale derivative models. Illness number 4 is the electric ambush. The internal combustion ATV is caught in a pincer movement. From one side, the social and versatile side-by-side. From the other, the electric dirt bike. For the next generation, the appeal of a silent, instant torque, low-maintenance electric motorcycle for solo trail riding is immense. It solves noise complaints, it's easier to charge at home than store gas, and it fits a modern, tech-centric ethos. Why would a 25-year-old in 2026 buy a complex, noisy, vibrating 450cc sport quad requiring constant maintenance when a clean, simple electric alternative exists? The ATV isn't just competing with its past, it's competing with a future that may have no place for it. The path to survival, the specialist tool niche. So, will anything remain in 2026? Yes. But it won't be the ATV as a broad category. It will survive by retreating into 2, maybe 3 highly specialized niches where it remains the undisputed best tool for the job. Niche number 1, the serious hunter and stealth specialist. This is the ATV's strongest redoubt. No side-by-side is as quiet, narrow, or easy to conceal as a quality utility ATV. The ability to move silently through dense woods, to navigate game trails too tight for a side-by-side, and to have a low-profile presence is irreplaceable. Brands like Honda and Yamaha will continue to serve this market with refined, ultra-reliable, and increasingly purpose-built machines. In 2026, the Hunter Edition won't be a package, it may be the only edition of certain utility models. Niche number 2, the legitimate farm and acreage implement. Where the task is singular and repetitive, checking fence lines, spraying, hauling light loads over specific terrain, a basic, rugged, and affordable ATV still makes economic sense. This is a low-margin, fleet-oriented market, but a durable one. Machines like the basic Honda 4Trax or Yamaha Kodiak, stripped of recreational frills, will persist as diesel tractors are to agriculture. They are tools, not toys. Niche number 3, the motocross of 4 wheels, a precarious niche. The high-performance sport quad will cling to life on dedicated motocross tracks and sand dunes. It will become like a trials motorcycle or a track-only race bike, a pure, uncompromising instrument for a tiny, passionate, and skilled minority. Its survival depends entirely on a passionate subculture, not mainstream sales. Expect no new models, only occasional special editions of existing platforms. The 2026 reality check, a market of last stands. Walking into a dealership in 2026, you won't see a vibrant ATV section. You'll see a corner, a few models. The choices will be stark: a bare-bones work tool, a camo-clad hunter special, or a race-ready sport quad. The expansive middle ground, the recreational trail quad for the casual rider, will have largely vanished, absorbed by the used market and the side-by-side. The conversation will have moved on. Media, influencers, and industry buzz will be about the latest 1,000 horsepower side-by-side or the groundbreaking electric off-roader. The ATV will be an afterthought, a legacy product. So do not mistake the disappearance of the mainstream for total extinction. The ATV will not die in 2026. It will fossilize. It will transform from a widespread, evolving species into a few highly specialized organisms surviving in isolated ecosystems. Its glory days as the king of off-road are already in the rearview mirror. The future is about niches, not dominance. For those who need what it uniquely offers, it will still be there. For everyone else, it will simply be a memory of a louder, simpler, and more solitary kind of freedom. So the ATV isn't headed for a museum. It's headed for a tool shed. Its future is specific, utilitarian, and far from the spotlight. But for those who need exactly what it provides, it will remain utterly indispensable. The era of the ATV as the default choice is over. Its new chapter is one of quiet, focused survival.